I'm here as Lord Mayor of Liverpool, Councillor Gary Miller, to unveil with the local community and the Eldonians a fantastic piece of art, a mosaic to represent the hard work, a huge amount of effort that's gone in over the many, many years, past and present, of our merchant seafarers between Liverpool, Montreal and also New York. And a lot of these guys were signed up to Cunard, the Canadian Pacific Railways, and to the White Star Line. Many thousands of them. And of course it's based here in Liverpool because the majority of those seamen were from this area, although there were a great many from South Liverpool and outside. And one guy said, what about Widnes? And you're right, all over the northwest, but locally, particularly in this North Liverpool area. And it's the first memorial to the merchant seafarers in North Liverpool. And I'm pleased, really pleased, that I was able to play my small bit in doing this, but actually it's down to the community, and it's the seafarers that visit the Eldonians every week. It's down to the Eldonians, and it's down to the retired seafarers, and people like Pat Moran, etc. have done a fantastic job. But it's not just them, it's everybody has done it and made something wonderful happen, including the young children who came today and have actually pressed their palm prints into the piece of artwork, and it'll be there forever now, and that's fantastic to see. So well done to them all.
We're about to unveil the mural outside. Would the gentleman who's just been to the pawn shop and got the glittery stuff go outside and be prepared to perform his duties? And would the rest of you please go outside now and form an orderly audience? This is an important event. This is to... Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Quiet, please. This event is to commemorate your contribution to the transatlantic trade. Maybe not you personally, but your fathers, your grandfathers and your great-grandfathers. This was Cunard and White Star and Furnace Withy, and they all lived here. They lived in this area. So go and pay homage to your own family.
Hello, can I just, I'm the guy that made this. Maybe some of the reason why everyone's here, because we made this piece of artwork to commemorate the contribution that seamen, especially merchant seamen, have made to this city over the years. And we often wonder, you know, what that contribution is, and from everything to our clothes, to our style, to our music, came through these three channels to some degree over the years. So we owe a debt to these men, not just because of the places they travelled to and the influences they brought back, also in the Second World War as well. So I hope you like what I've done. I tried to create an image that gave the isolation of the seaman when he was away at sea and looking through a porthole, and each piece represents those places they went to and brought back influences that probably influence us all more than we realise. So I hope you enjoy it.
Hello everyone, my name's Anne O'Bain. I'm the Cabinet Member for Housing and the Assistant Mayor, and the Mayor's asked me to come along today to say a few words. And I'm absolutely delighted to be in North Liverpool unveiling a plaque to all the men that served from North Liverpool, who gave their whole working lives from North Liverpool, in North Liverpool, celebrating something that we eventually see in North Liverpool. And of course it was from all over the city, but it's good to see something happening in North Liverpool. And from all our partners as well who are here today, who've helped make this happen, who've given the time to do a massive clean-up of the area. Thank you so much. Fantastic partnership working. And to see the families here as well, because it wasn't just the men that went away to sea, it was also connections with those families, and that family connection is alive and well here today. So thank you all very much for coming out, and I can't wait to see the unveiling.
Good afternoon everyone. Can you all hear me at the back there? And over here? Ladies and gentlemen, school children, we're here today to unveil this great piece of art in North Liverpool, but for the whole of Liverpool, and our friend at the back here from Widnes as well, but actually to represent the hard work of our merchant seafarers, past and present, who have sailed the seas between Liverpool and Montreal and New York over the many years, and bringing back trade and culture, including music and art. But in my head, particularly, a lot of music has come from the Americas to this great city. Thank you to all the retired merchant seamen and their families, and the Eldonians, Tony McGann, etc., Pat Moran, but all the associations, wherever you may be, that have contributed and making this germination of an idea come together and happen in the best city in the world, here in Liverpool, and here in the north of Liverpool, representing all of the great men and their families who've gone before us. Thank you to everybody, and we're about to unveil Alan's art. Thank you.
And you guys just lean forward and pick up an edge.
And it is what, Pat?
Just pick up an edge and walk backwards.
Well, I spoke to the sailors initially, and they decided they wanted something to mark this place because all like the merchant guys meet here on regular occasions. And I noticed that they all wore these little different badges that represented stuff. So the design is related to all the badges they wear, and the colours, the yellows, the blues, the reds. That was my inspiration. But if you look on each boat, there's 2 sailors on each boat. I wanted to just create that unison, because there always seems to be good banter between the fellas whenever I was in here. I mean, they took the mickey out of me, like, I don't know how many times, but I can live with that. So the design was to try and show some isolation, and also to show the different like wave patterns that, like that the Canadian one, there's a few icebergs on it. You know, there's some big sharp waves on the Liverpool one, and a sort of mellower sea heading across New York. So I just wanted each one to have a little bit of individuality about it. That's where the design came from. Well, I hope people see it and enjoy it. I mean, for me, whenever I do something out in the public, it's more so that little kiddies, I mean, we've got some handprints off the kids, that they look at it and they say, what's this about, what was it for? And then they ask the uncle or the aunties, and then that history, that oral history and oral tradition can be carried on. You know, and those stories that basically represent our city.